Dr. Driscoll, busting bits. We are back. Sorry it takes so long, but I just wanted to take a long ass break after that fucking hour-long episode. If you haven't checked it out, you can. I wouldn't blame you because it's an hour long. We were talking about breaking it up into pieces, 15-minute increments, but then I thought, it's a lose either way. But it's more entertaining in seeing the thought of some real professional gamers get at some fucking lowly journalist style gamers. I ain't even going to bother with the shit they got. We are back, and today I'm talking about how you, the gamer, you fucking asshole, killed gaming. Gaming used to be so much fun. It used to be, you pick up a game, that was it. That was the game you got. You played it, you unlocked things in it, found secret levels and shit that you didn't know that were there. All that shit in this era of gaming has went straight down the toilet. And I'm going to go ahead and say that's mostly because you allow it. Usually game developers put out like DLCs and expansion packs and all this other bullshit, and to me, when you do stuff like that, you take away, I'm pretty sure to anyone else, you take away the surprise element, right? Like Street Fighter 5, they had a little like DLC pack of characters you could have got when you got the season pass, when you got the game. And yeah, you had to figure out which each character was, but does it really matter? I get to see him when he comes out. Like, I don't care anymore. What you should have did was just put them in the game. If you had these guys readily accessible, and people talk about this, day one DLCs and how I feel about them. I'm kind of with everyone else. You should just put it in the game. You should not have DLC on the first day your game comes out. Options like Japanese text and Japanese voices and just a little extra bullshit that really doesn't pertain anything to the game should be DLC, right? Yeah, all that shit should just be, strictly in the game. And if you don't have enough space to put it in the game, well, have you seen what we get in our games? We get a fucking CD, and then we still have to, I guess, download extra shit. Why? Like, how do I get a CD and I still have to download like 13 extra gigs? Like, what are you downloading? I don't even know where to go. It's just so hard to find a game that I'm like, oh, this is a really good game. I see Game Informer rating these games, and I have to disagree with a lot of them. Oh, this game is so great because this, that, and the third, and the multiplayer is amazing. That's the other thing. Multiplayer is usually what games are now solely based around, or even social gaming, I guess. Because if it's not multiplayer, then it's a game you could play where your shit goes into a leaderboard, and then people go, oh, well, I want to beat that. Like, dude, I'm not trying to play Facebook the game. I'm just trying to play everybody's golf. goddammit. Like, what? Yes, okay, it's cool to compete with other people, but if I wanted to compete with everyone, you should have just made like a tournament mode where everyone faces off against each other. Games aren't what they used to, and I'm blaming you guys. You allow these creators to create these games, and then you just go out and play them, and then you love these things. You eat them up. You fucking devour this shit, and then they go, oh, well, since they're eating it, we gotta put out more. Fortnite, I got so much to say about Fortnite. Yeah, I don't mind the Battle Royale update that they did with it, but boy, it's still in early access, and I talked about this before. Why is it still in early access? What game still needs to be in early access? Who is doing this? They force you to play with other players. Dude, let me help online people understand something. I wouldn't mind playing with you guys if I wasn't a nigger every time I hopped on the goddamn online, okay? It doesn't affect me because, everyone says it, including PewDiePie. Shots fired. I just don't feel like playing with people that I know could be incompetent. Like, hey, we need to get this mission done, and they're off somewhere building a goddamn treehouse. Shadow of War, apparently, I haven't played it, but I heard that they put a multiplayer mode in where you can go, well, I guess, wage war with other people. Unnecessary feature. That's unnecessary multiplayer, you know what I mean? You don't need to add multiplayer to just force, like, hey, now you can play this game with your friends, If you really want people to play Lord of the Rings together, I would suggest just do it in a game that's very Dynasty Warriors-like. That's all. Fucking Warriors of Middle Earth. Bam. Just helps whoever cross companies create a game, Games used to be so fun.
All around me are familiar faces. faces, worn out places, worn out faces.
Busting bits. I just busted bits of all the fucking fans of worthless shit games like Overwatch and goddamn fucking all who still plays Call of Duty, like fucking teenage little shits. Take your dumb ass to school.
Daylight, I wake up